Okay. All right, we're all set now after a couple of audio glitches. We are back in business. Hi, everybody. This is Nancy, and Wendy Clayton and I are giving you this oil basics presentation, and we're really excited that you get to see this, whether you're watching it live, like my friend in Alaska, Evie, who's joining us, or whether you're watching it in a recording. Welcome. I'm so excited to show you the slides and to just help you walk through as a new member or as somebody who is new to Young Living and trying to learn how to use your oils. How do I use these oils in my starter kit? So this is a great short presentation to help you figure those things out. So let's get started. So essential oil basics, okay? We're getting started using our essential oils, and this is great for
Ay,
beginners.
Dios.
This is great for um, new members. This is great for just a refresher course. So this will help you figure out, um, let me see. This is great to help you figure out how to share with your new members as well. This is a great tool. So this is going to be recorded, and you'll be able to um,
So my friend is trying.
you will be able to.
Okay, so my friend is trying
So
to
Evie,
join,
we're
and
we're recording this class, so hang on with the questions till the end.
Tell her I'll message her.
Oh yeah,
Message me on Facebook.
Wendy's messaging you on Facebook or in the chat. So hang on. Anyway, thanks for joining us. Let's get started. So, what you can expect from this class, we're going to understand what an essential oil is. We're going to figure out their usage. We're going to learn where essential oils come from and why Young Living essential oils stand out from all the rest. And that's important to know because we have a standard that is far and above the best in the world. So we have something that no one else can offer. So the movement, basically, what's the big deal? Why do we care about chemicals? Can't we assume that if a product is for sale, it's been tested and analyzed for our safety? Well, sadly, the answer is no. There's literally no way to assure that the products that we're using in our homes, in our products, in our air are safe. So, not the EPA or the FDA, literally no one knows. So, there's a trend to move towards natural alternatives, which is good. Many chemicals are permitted for use that have never been fully tested for toxicity to humans. We accumulate synthetic chemical toxins because we use them every day. Think about all the personal care items and all the things that we put in and on our bodies, right? So, essential oils, especially Young Living essential oils, provide a naturally derived alternative. So, what is an essential oil? Volatile liquids and natural compounds found in shrubs, flowers, trees, bushes, etc. Typically extracted through distillation or cold pressing, and volatile, meaning that it evaporates quickly into the air. So each essential oil contains 200 to 500 constituents, which make them very diverse in their effects. No two oils are alike. They're fat soluble, allowing it to penetrate into blood and tissues, and they're highly concentrated form of the source plant, 100 to 10,000 times more concentrated than the herb. So, did you know that it takes 27 square feet of lavender plants to make only one bottle, a 15 milliliter bottle of lavender oil? That's pretty concentrated. So, it's basically 75 lemons are used to make one 15 milliliter bottle of lemon essential oil. 1 pound of raw peppermint, which is makes about 26 tea bags, okay, is used for one. Oh, actually, it's a lot more than 26 tea bags. 1 pound of raw peppermint is used for one 15 milliliter bottle of peppermint essential oil. 26 tea bags, okay, can make 1 drop, is the equivalent of 1 drop of essential oil. It's very concentrated and potent. So there is a common misconception that essential oils were only recently discovered. This is far from the truth. In fact, essential oils have been used for thousands of years by many cultures for numerous uses. They were used by the ancient Egyptians, Greeks, Romans, Europeans, and Chinese for everything from religious practices to medicinal purposes. In fact, oils are mentioned in many historical texts and well documented for their uses and benefits in ancient times. So, how are essential oils extracted? So, what are 4 ways to extract essential oils? So, cold pressing is one, steam distilling is another. Oh, let me go back. Resin tapping and absolute oils extracted with a solvent. So, there are 4 ways to extract our essential oils from the plant. The first being steam distilling, cold pressing, which is used to extract fatty oils and citrus essential oils. And just as it sounds, the product is pressed to extract the oil, and we use this process for our citrus oils because using other methods can break down the delicate molecules and cause the oil to become bitter. So, resin tapping, that's pulling resin from trees and taking it to be distilled. This is accomplished by cutting the external plant parts, causing distress to the tree, which then secretes a resin. And essential oil is steam distilled from the resin, and resins can also be chewed like gum. This is something that we do with our frankincense resin. Now, absolute oils, when oils are in a very delicate media, solvents must be used to extract the essential oil. This is used in something like ylang ylang or jasmine is it. The only solvent Young Living uses is water. The only essential oil that we extract this way is jasmine. Very, very delicate. And um, so steam distilling it would destroy the properties of it. Now, steam distilling is used to extract delicate materials in a heat and pressure controlled environment. And depending on the oil, different parts of the herb or plant are used: flower, flowering tops, fruits, grasses, resin, leaves, roots, seeds, wood, bark, or needles. Cold pressing is like pressing an olive. This process is as it sounds. The product is pressed to extract the oil. Oops. So, cold pressing is how we extract our citrus essential oils, and the rind of the fruit is pressed. The essential oil is separated from the fruit. We use this process for our citrus oils because using other methods can break down the delicate citral molecules and cause the oil to become bitter. Resin tapping, again, this is used to extract oils such as frankincense, myrrh, and copaiba, and this is accomplished by scraping the external plant source, causing distress to the tree. So over time, the tree produces a sap-like substance called a resin, which is collected and taken to be steam distilled. So the absolute oil extraction, as for jasmine, so, simply put, it's adding a solvent to extract the oil. In Young Living's case, the only essential oil that we extract this way is jasmine. To describe the steam distillation process, this process involves using heat to water, to create steam, which then extracts the essential oil. So, most common essential oil extraction method, it's critical to control the temperature and the pressure. It avoids burning the oils and maximizes yield. Young Living has fully automated steam distillers. and the residual plant material is composted to generate fertilizer. So the water is created, creating steam. The steam passes through the plant matter, pulling out the oil. The oil rises with the steam. The condenser cools the steam, and in the separator, the oil rises to the top of the water and is extracted. The leftover floral water can also be used in beauty and home products. And currently, we do have available Royal Hawaiian Sandalwood floral water, which a lot of people will use as a spray to mist their skin or to use as a hair tonic. Now, the plant parts that are used to distill, there's so many. We've got, again, the flower, the flowering tops, the fruit rind and the berries, the grasses, the gums, the resins, the leaves, stems, root, seed, wood, bark, twigs, and needles. Now, there are a number of ways you can use essential oils, and Wendy Clayton will take over and share about this portion of the class. So hold on a second.
Hello, everybody. How are you doing today? Let's see. Okay, so we are going to get started with our next section here. So how can I use essential oils? So there are a number of ways that you can use essential oils, and you may be familiar with some of these uses. So here are some of the basics. Our bodies are complex. The reason that you get a headache and I get a headache are caused for different reasons. Essential oils are complex. There are over 300 constituents in each oil. It's 2 or 3 main constituents that provide the primary health benefits, but they all work together. Some constituents actually negate benefits. When Young Living is looking for oils, sometimes it's actually a maximum they are looking for, not just minimums. So each person is also different. The reason we get symptoms of a headache may differ from person to person. And it's amazing that we have so many options to choose from. Each oil and each constituent addresses symptoms in a different way within each of our own individual bodies. And that's why you might find that one oil works really well for one person, but then for somebody else, it may not work the same, and you may have to try a different oil. So when you're trying out new things, just know that not everything works the same way for everybody's body, and it also can change for you personally over time. Okay, so we're going to introduce 3 different ways that oils can be used that are most commonly used here. So we have aromatic, topical, and dietary. So essential oils are wonderful ways to support all areas of your lifestyle. We can use aromatic oils as odor eliminators and to create scented environments. Oils can be applied topically to the skin. Remember to be cautious and avoid sensitive areas. And Young Living Vitality oils can be used to flavor food and beverages, as well as can be taken internally to support many of your body systems. So aromatically usually means either diffusion or inhalation. Is there an essential oil that when you smell it brings fond memories or creates a specific atmosphere? So I know there are many scents that usually, if you think about things like when maybe you had a grandma who baked cookies, or your mom and dad cooked cookies for you, or you have a memory of doing those type of things, baking is often something that we remember. Or maybe there was a particular smell in somebody's home that you used to visit when you were younger. And sometimes that can be a positive memory or it could be a negative memory. But scents often trigger our memories and stay with us for a very, very long time. And the same thing can happen with our essential oils. You may smell something that reminds you of a time or a place. And sometimes, once again, it can be a positive or a negative, but we're looking for those positive things. So I know smelling some of the wonderful citrus scents are just so uplifting and amazing. And I love our scents like cinnamon and nutmeg. Those remind me of the times of baking really yummy, fun things in the kitchen with my grandparents. So you can put the oils in the palms of your hands and then breathe deep, or you can put them in your diffuser. And those are two great ways to use essential oils aromatically. By creating a fine aromatic mist, diffusers allow you to create a spa like atmosphere and enjoy the benefits of essential oils in any environment. Young Living offers a wide variety of diffusers, and when you enroll as a new member, you'll receive a diffuser in your premium starter kit. So, the powers of aromas. A scent can evoke an emotion before we are consciously aware of it. There are two ways that we detect odors. In the air, we breathe through the front of our nose and through the back of our nose from our mouth when we're chewing food. So, when sniffing a flower, odor molecules from it are drawn in through the top of your nose as we breathe it in. The part of the nose called the olfactory bulb is responsible for processing the signals it receives and passing this information on to other parts of the brain. So, the olfactory bulb processes the signals and then passes information to the limbic system, which plays a major role in controlling mood, memory, behavior, and emotion. The sense of smell is closely linked with memory, probably more so than any of our other senses. This can often happen spontaneously when a smell acting as a trigger in recalling a long forgotten event or experience. We talked a little bit about that already. So if you have any times that you can think of where a smell triggers a memory for you, why don't you share that in the chat? We can talk about that in a few minutes. Okay, so smell is the only sense that's connected to our limbic lobe of the brain and our emotional control center. Okay, and it can evoke those emotions. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so dietary, we can also use our Young Living Vitality oils internally. So these are specifically labeled for internal use. This way, we can take advantage of the highly concentrated oils to flavor foods and beverages, as well as to receive the benefits of the oils to support different body systems. You can find a whole bunch of different recipes that use essential oils on the Young Living blog. It's awesome. So, what systems can Vitality support? These are just a few of the many ways you can utilize Vitality to support your body. Thieves Vitality is an excellent way to support your immune system. It includes lemon, cinnamon, rosemary, clove, and eucalyptus radiata essential oils. And eucalyptus radiata may help support a healthy respiratory system when it's taken as a dietary supplement. Digize Vitality was specifically formulated to support your digestive system. You can try putting a few drops in a glass of water and drinking it before large meals. You can incorporate grapefruit Vitality into your weight management routine. You can put a few drops into a veggie capsule and ingest it daily. Don't forget to follow the label instructions. All of our oils have instructions on those labels, so be sure to check those out. So, topically, essential oils can also be applied topically to the skin. This is known as topical application, applied to our skin. Topical application is a great way to support healthy looking skin because essential oils are easy to use and provide quick benefits. If you have never used essential oils, one great area of the body to apply them topically is to your feet, your shoulders, or your neck. So here are some other ways that you can use essential oils topically. Remember to incorporate carrier oils because they will ensure the essential oils applied topically are comfortable to the skin. Dilution with a carrier oil does not dilute the effect of the essential oil. In fact, it prevents waste due to excessive application. Look for dilution ratios on Young Living essential oil bottles. So oils are great to use with hot or cold compresses, with foot baths and deodorants. There's lots of deodorant recipes out there, or some people just apply them slightly diluted directly. And for massage, our oils are so awesome to mix with a carrier oil and use for massage purposes. So, hot oils patch test. So, hot oils are oils that, when applied to the skin, can cause a hot or burning sensation. Young Living recommends using a patch test procedure prior to your first use. Examples of hot oils include cinnamon, clove, lemongrass, peppermint, oregano, thyme, Exodus 2, and thieves. So you can apply 1 to 2 drops to the forearm, and usually you'll see a reaction within 5 to 10 minutes if it's going to bother your skin. If you experience a hot or burning sensation, or if you develop a rash, treat the affected area with a carrier oil as often as needed. Now, I do recommend that you looking at the labels on the bottles because it will tell you how to dilute it. Most of the hot oils recommend diluting it in a 1-to-4 ratio. So 1 drop of essential oil to 4 drops of carrier oil. So when you do your test, I would recommend diluting it at that rate first and then seeing how it does. Because if you do it straight, it for sure, and if it tells you to dilute it and you use it straight, you will probably have some warm sensations going on. So use as directed. So how often and how much can essential oils be applied, and how much do you need to use? So proper usage is indicated on each essential oil label, so follow the label directions. Essential oils are very potent and powerful, so start low and go slow. In most cases, 1 to 2 drops are adequate, and using more may actually be wasting the product. So, what low and slow means is you're going to take your oil, put a drop in your hand. We kind of rub our hands together, and then before you breathe it in, start down close to your belly button and have your hands cupped, but start down low and start taking deep breaths, and then slowly move it up as you take deep breaths. Okay, this way you will not be overwhelmed by a new scent. This is especially important when you're first starting to use essential oils, and especially with the kind of hot oils or stronger oils that are very minty. Those are the ones can be very overwhelming if you were to put it in your hand like peppermint and just cup it over your nose. You might have a very clearing sensation going on quicker than you wanted. So just start low and slow and just bring it slowly up. You will find that even with your hands being down near your belly button, pretty much for every single essential oil, you're going to be able to smell it. And then you can just gently move it closer and just kind of breathe in those oils and see how your body does with them. It's really awesome. And excessive use of essential oils may increase the risk for adverse reactions. So, more is not always better. So, always start as the bottles direct and start smaller amounts and then add more as you need it. So, how do I dilute essential oils? It's important to know that dilution recommendations can be found on the back of each of the essential oil bottles and should be followed, especially by those that are new to essential oils. Yes, essential oils are soluble in lipids, which are fats, which is carrier oils, which are fatty oils, and those are needed to dilute as opposed to water. Water will not dilute the essential oils. So here are some good carrier oils. A carrier oil is a fatty oil that gives added benefits to your skin, such as coconut oil, olive oil, or grapeseed oil that can be used to dilute essential oils. Young Living's V6 vegetable oil complex is an excellent carrier oil for all applications. Carrier oils ensure that essential oils applied topically are comfortable to the skin. So you can look for dilution ratios on the Young Living essential oil bottles. And you can see in this picture, we have some examples of great carrier oils. So the V6 vegetable oil, sweet almond oil, avocado oil, grapeseed oil, fractionated coconut oil, hemp seed oil, olive oil, and rosehip oil. Those are just some great examples of fatty carrier oils that you can use. So what about butters? Plant-based butters are also a great option to use when you're wanting to dilute your essential oils. They have many additional benefits for your skin. So here are some examples of those: cocoa butter, avocado butter, mango butter, and shea butter. And here is a slide that answers a common question. We won't talk in depth about each of these things, but we'll highlight a few. So what's the differences kind of between essential oils and fatty oils? So essential oils are distilled from plant parts. They are not involved with seed germination and growth and early growth. Essential oils are essential to life processes of the plant. They are tiny molecules. They are aromatic and volatile. They circulate throughout the plant. They are not greasy to the touch, and they do not spoil or turn rancid. And then fatty oils, those are pressed from the seeds and the fruits. They are necessary food for seeds to sprout. They are not essential to the life processes of the plant. They are large molecules. They are non-aromatic and non-volatile. They do not circulate within the plants. They are greasy to the touch, and they can turn rancid. Okay, so anything else that you should know? So I'd like to touch on a few other points that we are often asked about. If you have other questions, please feel free to ask them at the end. We will chat to answer questions when we're done here. So sensitive areas, we recommend that you avoid sensitive areas when using essential oils. These areas include the eyes, ears, and mucous membranes. Use caution if you choose to apply essential oils to sensitive areas. You can do what you like, of course, but just be cautioned. Sensitive skin may be more prone to reactions, and sensitive areas may be more sensitive to the normal reaction. So if you have questions about this, let us know. But just know that even if you've been using oils on your hands and you wash them with water, sometimes they can still be on your fingers. So be careful of touching your eyes, your nose, or other areas right after you've used essential oils, because you'll know right away if you still have them on your hand. So pregnancy and nursing. So always consult with your healthcare professional, listen to your body, and use common sense. It is recommended to avoid excessive use of clary sage, Idaho tansy, hyssop, fennel, and wintergreen, as well as a few blends and supplements that might contain these oils. Once again, everybody's bodies are different, but there are some things that certain oils and herbs cause that you do have to be careful of during pregnancy or at different stages of your pregnancies. We have some great resources available that can help you understand how that works and what's safe when. And there's a really great book called Gentle Baby that is really great resource for pregnant and nursing mamas. Okay, so essential oils for your family. Essential oils can be used with children. Lemon, frankincense, tea tree, and lavender are all oils we consider to be very gentle and family friendly, among a lot of other ones that are available, including our whole line of KidSense products and our Seedlings line products that are designed specifically for babies. So if you have young ones in your home and have some questions about what is good to use with them, just let us know and we'll be happy to share with you some more information on that. But when you're using them with children, you're going to dilute the oils with carrier oil at a higher ratio than what's directed on the bottle. So if it says 1:4, usually with kids, you're going to want to start, depending on the age, 1:10 ratio is a good place to start. If they're younger, the younger they are, you're going to want to dilute at a higher rate. So less oil and more carrier oil. But always follow the label directions. And like I said, we have some great resources for helping you to know what works best with young children. Okay, so a quick quiz, and you can answer some of these questions if you want to put them in the chat box, or if you want to unmute real quick and answer them, we can.
Ahora.
So let's see, what our first question here. What is an essential oil? Who wants to tell us what an essential oil is? Anybody? Let's see. Where are our ladies here? I don't know if they want to. Okay. Next question. What is the most common method for extracting essential oils? Do y'all remember which the most common method for extracting oils is? Anybody? You can put it in the chat if you want. These are some good things to think about. If you don't remember the answers to these, we can also talk about those in just a minute. So what are 2 ways that you can use essential oils? Does anybody remember those? Okay, looking for your answers. So what are the best ways to dilute essential oils? I see something, I don't know if she can talk or not. Okay. Okay, let's talk a little bit about a few more things here. And then we will chat to answer some questions. Thank you, Evie. Yeah, carrier oils are a great way to dilute your oils. So around the home, aromatically essential oils can be diffused to improve air quality. Um, they can be used as a natural room deodorizer. You can mix with alcohol, water, and essential oil, and you can kind of put them in a little bottle with some bamboo skewers. That works great. Or you can mix them in a spray bottle and use it as a room spray. We like to make those when we do DIY classes. You can use them in the laundry room and use them to replace your dryer sheets. So, how many of you are still using dryer sheets? Have you ever looked at some other ideas? I know many of us have, I know we personally have changed over to using like wool dryer balls, and we'll put our oils on the dryer balls to give it a nice scent. It works great, and you're not exposing your body to a bunch of unnecessary chemicals. Their oils work great to clean wood floors and to degrease surfaces. You can add it to the sink when you're washing your dishes. And the ways that you can use essential oils around the home are practically limitless. Got to tell you, there's so many different ways to use it. We have Thieves household cleaners, laundry detergent now, dish soap, fruit and veggie wash. There's so many things in our Thieves line that are great to use around your home to replace the more harmful chemicals that we've been using in the past. And I know us personally as a family have experienced such positive changes in our life as we've gotten rid of those harmful chemicals and replaced them with more natural products. You can use essential oils for insect and ant repellent. There's lots of recipes out there to help you to do that too. So that's always fun to look at. So why choose Young Living essential oils? In a word, understanding that quality is critical. So how important is quality with essential oils? Do y'all have any idea? Have you looked at what's out on the market and what's available today? There's a wide range of options available, but I know I have personally found that the quality of the essential oils that are available and what you decide to use is very, very important. Quality makes a huge, huge difference. So one of the factors that determines the purity of an oil is its constituents. These constituents can be affected by a vast number of variables, including the part of the plant from which the oil was produced, the soil condition, the fertilizer, whether it was organic or chemical fertilizer, the geographical region, the climate, the altitude, the harvesting methods, and the distillation processes. So there's a couple different ways that when you look at quality of the oils, there's kind of different categories that things fall into. So you have synthetic, which means it was created in a laboratory to mimic natural essential oils. Synthetic fragrance oils are primarily made from petrochemicals and attempt to duplicate the smell of a specific plant. A 1986 report by the National Academy of Sciences reported that 95% of the chemicals used in synthetic fragrances were derived from petroleum and included benzene derivatives, aldehydes, and many other known toxins and synthesizers. So our next level of kind of category for oils could be considered extended or altered. These are fragrance grade oils. They're also known as fragrance oils. Many fragrance oils contain dilutants. These are cutting agents that ultimately reduce the strength of a fragrance oil. A common dilutant is DPG, dipropylene glycol. So 98% of essential oil volume produced is used in the perfume and cosmetic industry. It does not contain the beneficial qualities and is used only for its fragrance. So then you have natural and certified. So these may pass oil standard tests, but may not contain any or just a few of the beneficial compounds that you would expect to see in the oil. Note that there are no real parameters to the use of the word natural. So therapeutic grade, pure steam distilled essential oils containing all desired beneficial compounds, or just considered pure, like really pure actual or premium oils is what we're going with Young Living now. The key to producing therapeutic grade essential oils is to preserve as many of the delicate aromatic compounds within the essential oil as possible. Fragile aromatic compounds are easily destroyed by high temperature and pressure. So, the way a plant is processed makes a huge difference in what the end product is and how good the quality is going to be for you and how beneficial it will be for you on your body because of that. So here is just a look at, lavender is one of those interesting plants. There are actually 39 known species of lavender, or lavandula, or lavender is what we commonly call it. So a lot of the lavender sold today is actually lavandin, which is a hybrid form of lavender developed by crossing true lavender with spike lavender. And you can see examples of these three plants here on the slide. As lavender oil is created from the flowers, you can see from the pictures that lavandin is a more efficient plant with more flowers and produces about 50% more oil per plant. Lavandin contains much higher concentrations of camphor, 7 to 18%, a terpene that invalidates its use to soothe burns or skin irritations. Young Living is very particular about the quality of the plants that are used for the essential oil production. Even a true lavender grown under certain conditions may have camphor levels that are too high and will not be suitable. All Young Living products meet the highest standard of quality of raw materials. Additionally, the distillation process will impact the quality of the essential oil. Young Living distills its lavender for 1 hour, 15 minutes at 0 pounds of pressure, whereas cheaper commercial lavender often is distilled for 15 to 20 minutes at 155 pounds of pressure, removing most of the beneficial properties. Young Living's processes ensure that the essential oils we create include all of the beneficial qualities. Okay, so of all the essential oil companies out there, why would you choose Young Living above the others? What makes Young Living stand out? Young Living is a world leader in essential oils. We believe that your family deserves to harvest the benefits of nature's solutions every day without compromise. Our commitment to purity and stewardship is embodied in a unique and proprietary process that we call Seed to Seal. No other company can match what Young Living does to ensure the purity and potency of the highest quality essential oils on the market. Seed to Seal. Young Living's commitment to quality starts with seeds. The seeds we use are selected for their ability to become botanicals with high levels of bioactive compounds. We then grow the seeds using cultivation practices that are dedicated to responsible and sustainable growing and harvesting methods. Next, we distill using a gentle proprietary technique for steamed extracting essential oils and preserving their precious constituents. To guarantee consistent, verifiable quality, our oils are tested in Young Living's own internal labs as well as in third-party facilities. Finally, each essential oil is carefully bottled and labeled using state-of-the-art equipment. Let's see. We already did. Okay. So at Young Living, we take our stewardship of the planet and its inhabitants very seriously. We diligently scrutinize every step of our production process to bring you the purest products that Earth has to offer. We call it Seed to Seal. It's not a slogan, it's our calling. So Seed to Seal and the commitment that Young Living has to bringing us the best quality products is one of the main reasons that I started using Young Living products, and I've continued to use them. And I've been using Young Living products myself for almost 8 years. And that was after doing a lot of research before I started using the products and actually trying out some of those other companies that were available and finding that they did not live up to what their potential, because they were not made the same way that Young Living oils are. Young Living oils actually made a huge difference in our health and our wellness versus the other products I tried did not. So we have an amazing thing too. We have farms around the globe. It's so amazing that we also can actually go visit those farms. And it's just something that pretty much no other companies allow you to do. I've actually been to 4 of Young Living's farms. If y'all have not yet had a chance to visit the farms, they are opening them up now. So I would recommend that when you have the opportunity that you take the opportunity to visit the farms. We have several here in the US, makes it a little bit easier to get to. So Young Living controls every step of the seed to seal process by owning farms and partner or co-oping with others. To ensure that Young Living is able to control every step of the seed to seal process, we own a number of farms and partner or co-op with many others around the world. Gary Young personally traveled the globe to scout out farms that offer ideal conditions for growing premium botanicals. This personal, direct involvement in the growing process is what allows us to ensure that each product delivered is of the highest quality and that our members around the world have come to expect. From acres of sweet lavender in Utah to rows of fragrant eucalyptus trees in Ecuador, our global farms are emblematic of the purity and the quality of everything that we do. So amazing. Okay, our promise to families. Young Living believes that you and your family deserve products that are genuine, free of synthetic chemicals, and of unmatched purity. Seed to Seal is both a promise to you and a reflection of our sense of global stewardship. Through each step of our production process on both our own and our partner farms, we use the most exacting standards possible to make our products, your life, and the earth better. Only one company can make the Seed to Seal promise, only Young Living. So awesome. Okay, so I wanted to share with you real quick. I hope that this information was helpful. We haven't covered kind of the basics in this way in a while. And so it's kind of nice to see this whole process and understand how the distillation works and understand more about the quality of our products. So amazing. So one of the basic things that many people get started with is our premium starter kit. It is actually like the best value that we have available, and it gives you the best selection of oils to get you started on your Young Living journey to meet some of those needs we mentioned throughout the presentation. So just a little bit of information about this starter kit. This is a $412 bundle that is steeply discounted to only $165. It's the only thing on the Young Living site that is more than half price. It comes with 12 full-size bottles of oil and a desert mist diffuser with 11 different color settings, including a candle setting. It's a really amazing diffuser. I love it. This one kit contains respiratory oils, pain oils, immune support oils, stress oils, emotional oils, digestive oils, oils for alertness, oils for fear, as well as internal, aromatic, and topical oils. And our powerhouse product of Ningxia, a whole food liquid supplement loaded with antioxidants. We have some other amazing classes that will tell you more about these other products too, so watch for those coming up. It also contains a couple of Thieves products, like the Thieves hand sanitizer and the Thieves spray, which is great for carrying around and spraying on surfaces like toilets and airplane seats and all kinds of things like that. Door handles. Yeah, Nancy's like, door handles. It's such an amazing thing to have available all the time. I really love this kit because it gives you a whirlwind sample of some of the best products that we have. And I'll just tell you, when I got started with Young Living, like I said, I did some research. And so I was ready to jump in and make some huge changes. So I actually got the oil starter kit, which at that time did not have a diffuser. It only had 9 oils. It did not have the Cool Thieves products. And I can tell you one thing, the price between 8 years ago and now has barely changed, and you have more products, more value. It's such an amazing, and our company has tried to do that to make sure that you get the best value for your money as you're trying out these products. It's so awesome. But I got the premium oil starter kit and the Thieves starter kit because I wanted to change out all of those cleaning products at the same time. That's another class, but I can tell you all about those benefits on another day. Okay, so if you are ready to get started, if you're not yet a member, make sure you contact the person who invited you to this class. But just some of the basics, this kind of tells you I'm sure if you're hearing this for the first time, maybe, and you're not yet a member, that you are ready to get your hands on all of these amazing products for yourself. If you'd like to have access to these amazing products, please say yes in the chat or message us directly, and we'll help make sure that you get set up according to what will meet your needs. We do have other options for helping you get set up besides the Premium Starter Kit. So we always like to talk to you and see what things will most meet your needs, and we can help kind of recommend what would work best for you and your family. But you can visit youngliving.com, click on become a member. Now you're going to want the member number of whoever invited you to this class. And if you're not sure who that is or how to do that, we can help you figure that out. So no problem. It's a very easy process to get you started. And then let's see. And then I will tell you, when you join our family of Young Living, our community of Young Living families, we have a lot of support locally. And then for those of you that live across the world or a lot across the country, we like to do these online options available to you so we can continue to support you through virtual teaching, through our online Facebook groups, through our website offerings, lots of options available to help you learn about how to use your products. And also if you're interested in learning how to share about the products with other people. We have a special class next Monday night, again, that will teach you how to share with others about Young Living. So that is our main part of our presentation here. Did y'all have any questions? I will let Nancy come and kind of wrap up for our, oh yeah, Nancy's been to lots of farms.
I haven't been to all those, I'm just saying.
Oh, you were listing some of them, but you've been to more than me though.
I've been to a lot.
So Nancy got to go to the farm in France, which is so cool. She brought home lots of fun stuff from there. So, okay, I'm gonna, yeah, we can do that. Okay, thank you all so much for joining us tonight. For those that are watching this recording later, just contact us if you have any questions. We look forward to chatting with you.